big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down throw for Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Geis takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, here's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on third and 9.
Check it out, read. Mike, 55.
Hey, high 7.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Shift.
Hey, alert.
Check 99.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Play action here with Rosen. On the left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Again, it's Rosen. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. from 19 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Falcons' 49-yard line.
Watch out. Alert flare. He's coming.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and 13.
Get wide. Watch the twist.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check 24.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 29-yard line.
50 wants the mic. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
To throw is Bridgewater. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And again, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater looking long for Thomas. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, alert, alert.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Sponge.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Rosen back into his end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch twist.
This is Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Push him back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Check hot route. Hot. Kill. Hey, check 24. Check play. Kill. Hands in. Look, it's in motion.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey. Man, watch the shift. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. Room here to run. A big play there out of Geis. 52 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, quarter.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Bang, bang. Check safety, check safety. Jim, Jim. Watch the edge. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Get ready.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Check 52.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards brings up 4th and goal.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, look 3. Switch. No, I got it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
They run. It's Kamara. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
Is a turnover on down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First down and goal to go at the 10-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Lutz puts this one through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Stop your whining. We got it.
They go play action. It's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Check. Lucky. Monday. Alert. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rosen to throw again. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check the backer.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, check.
Hey, switch gears. Trump. Mike 54. Go. Watch the slant.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Look at me, Zipper. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Back to throw. Riley. The catch is made by Dylan Mitchell. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Check, Mike 54. Rip left. SOS.
Protein spill.
Okay, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there out of Geis. 51 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 26, check 26.
Geis with the carry on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Right there, 54 Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Here's Rosen to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
45, 45. Mike, 45. You can't block me. You can't block me. Out, 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 out. Go. Motion.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Rosen. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
Hug.
Now Rosen on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now Ito Smith. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On first down, it's Rosen. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Now he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Batson. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down, Saints.
Quick the edge. Go.
6-6, bullet high.
Check. Watch 54. You don't want this. Check your hot read.
Off the play fake. Riley caught by Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Looking to throw. Riley. Now the ball comes loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's into the clear. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Ready.
45. Check right 45. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check.
Fair. They go.
Following the fumble recovery, Riley caught by Allen. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Coming again.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Go.
No. Off. Check 13.
Hey, Sam off.
Switch. Big edge.
Operating from the gun, Riley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. Bridgewater now. It's caught. Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check Mike 50. Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. Right there. 54. Right there.
Yeah.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. To the rest.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and 5. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
6 guys. Watch out. Alert flare.
Bridgewater again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3.
He's got daylight. 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that?
Hey, alert, alert!
Who's that?
What do you got?
Rosen will throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now it's Rosen. Oh, what a move. Catch is made. It's Harmon. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal to go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ball back for the offense. Let's go. 51.
Rosen to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Today's